You're listening to the Marketing Funnel Show, episode number 46. The decision to buy from you actually starts way before anyone ever hits your sales page, attends your webinar, comes to your event, or talks with you one-on-one on the phone or in person. Let's talk about the key secret to a predictably profitable marketing funnel today. Welcome to the Marketing Funnel Show. I'm your host, Michelle Evans, and this is the podcast for coaches, experts, and online business owners to learn how to go from simply surviving to sold out using the power of marketing funnels. All right, let's jump into today's show. Hey, so welcome back to the show. All right. Today, we are diving into part 3 in this 4-part series on creating a predictably profitable online business. If you have not already listened to episodes number 44 and 45, I highly suggest pausing today's recording and going back to listen to those ones first so that you get the most out of this whole series. All right, have you ever seen a social media post or a blog post or listened to a podcast, maybe watched a video and thought, wow, that sounds like my situation. That sounds like my problem. That sounds like something I'm going through right now. I need to know more. You probably have, and hopefully you experienced a really great marketing funnel after that, where the person took you on a journey from that problem that hooked you all the way to an offer to solve that problem in a way that felt really relevant and super helpful. That's how a marketing funnel should feel. Personal, relevant, and really, really helpful. Hopefully also fun and engaging and, all those other things too. And you probably also experienced the opposite. Somebody hooked you and captured your attention, but once you signed up to get more information, it's kind of crickets. And, before long, quickly, your interest and your desire, they go away and you move on because they didn't connect you to that issue. They didn't take you on that journey. They hooked you with something great up front, but kind of dropped you off a cliff after that, right? Don't let that be you and your business. Look, I've done that. I've done that more times than I would like to admit. And I think that's probably why I catch it so fast now. And look, back in 2013, I jumped on the guest blogging hustle bandwagon. In those days, guest blogging was absolutely all the rage. So I took a course and then I ran out to, guest blog my little fingers off. And I landed a guest blog in September of 2013 on Brazen Careerist. And it went kind of bananas. In just a few short weeks, I got over 3,500, maybe even close to 4,000 people opting in for the freebie that I gave away with that guest blog. It was called the 5 Simple LinkedIn Hacks to Create a Profile That Rocks Even If You're Not Looking for a Job. Yay me, right? Well, if you haven't heard this story before, let me just give you the rest of the story. Because here's the deal. A lot of people who opted in, they unsubscribed right away. I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you where people opt in for your thing and then unsubscribe, but man, is it frustrating, especially if you feel like, oh, I got this win, I got on this big platform, and then you're like, oh, and now people are coming, it's working, and then all of a sudden people are unsubscribing. It kind of takes the wins out of your sales. Like, it's just like, oh, what happened? And then to make it worse, many of the people who opted in actually did stick around on my list, but they might have only opened 2 or 3 more emails from me, and then they started ignoring me. And finally, I never made any money off of this list. I didn't have a clear idea of what I wanted to do with this audience, what I was going to offer them, how I would serve them, what kind of value I could give to them. It was just literally a bunch of names that flooded onto my email list, but They never connected to me as a person, as a leader, as a teacher, as a mentor. They kind of just wanted that freebie, and then they skipped off into the sunset. And it was absolutely 100% my fault, but I didn't know it at the time because I was just following this advice of, get out there, give great valuable content, get people to opt into your email list. And, I don't know what would happen. In my mind, like, people would magically start hiring me, but it didn't work like that. And, it's really frustrating. I don't know if you can relate to any of that or just even, close your eyes and imagine how frustrated you would feel if you thought that you had this big win and then it just turned out to be a big dud. And back in 2013, I was so incredibly focused on just building my email list. I thought that was the be all end all of making things work in my business. And I didn't really think about what happens, what's the experience after somebody opts in? What do I want to give them? What's the journey I'm going to take them on? How do I connect with them? How do I engage them? How do I create an experience that makes them want to work with me or hire me or buy my course? And I absolutely 100% missed the boat on this. And, this story would be so much different if I'd had a marketing funnel in place, because the marketing funnel would have captured them. It would have nurtured them. It would have taken them on a journey and engaged them to continue to want to learn and grow from me and not just, get a freebie and skip off into the sunset. And so, when I talk about this stuff, I've made these mistakes and I know how painful it is. And the truth is that you and we need a marketing funnel that intrigues our audience, that pulls them forward. Because, again, the decision to buy from you actually starts way, way, way before you ever have any sort of sales interaction. So if you're sending people to a sales page, if you're, bringing people to a webinar, if you're, inviting people to an event or to listen to you speak or to jump on the phone with you one-on-one, the prepping people and getting them ready to buy needs to happen way before that interaction. In fact, I shared this a couple episodes ago, but Propeller CRM found that 95% of customers, 95%, so, it's really close to all customers, will buy from an online business who helps them understand their pain, which is what you're trying to do with your opt-in, right? With your freebie, with whatever you're giving away for free. So 95% of people will buy from a business who helps them understand their pain if that business also helps them discover how to effectively solve their pain and gives them a compelling solution. So it's not enough just to have a great freebie that you're giving away to get people onto your email list. Like, that's just baby step one. You also need to help them discover how to effectively solve their specific pain, which is why you need to understand the transformation they want and really set the stage with your marketing funnel for that, and then offer a really compelling solution, whatever your offer is. If it's a course, if it's, audios, videos, if it's working with you one-on-one, if it's a product, whatever it is. And that's not going to happen with a couple of emails. It's not going to happen with a ton of hustle. It's not going to happen with, just tons of, Facebook Lives or Instagram Lives or whatever. You need to understand that journey that people want to go on, and you need to be really specific about what you're doing. It's only going to happen when you create a marketing funnel that brings the buyers, brings your audience, and primes them to discover why you and your offer are exactly what they've been searching for online. Now, how you do that could be through Instagram Live or Facebook Live, or it could be through a podcast, or it could be through any number of things. Like, I don't really care so much about the tactic. I care more about how are you going to step by step hook them, engage them, help them see that you and your offer are the thing that they're searching for, and then give them the offer. So what does that mean? It means that you need to demonstrate to your audience through stories, through examples, and through situations why you and your offer are the thing that they actually are searching for. In this phase of your marketing funnel, you want your audience to have all sorts of, holy cow, I never knew that. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I read this story. Wow, if that's possible for this person, it's possible for me. You want those sorts of ahas. And you want them to be leaning forward saying, I need that, or I want that, or I see how this could really benefit me. Like that's the energy that you're trying to get out of your audience when you create a marketing funnel. I've actually created an entire process for this for my students and clients so that we can get to the heart of what you need to do to prime your offer. And it's a process that I call the funnel persuasion playbook, because this is so critical for your marketing funnel to work. This is how you go from random acts of marketing to a smooth and super engaging system to turn your audience into eager clients. And it's the part that most people glaze over when they're teaching about marketing online. But it's the heart of getting people ready to buy. Because again, we need to capture them. We need to help them envision what their life will be like after they have their problem solved. So let's talk about the most important thing that goes into priming your offer, or setting the stage for your offer, right? Number one is you need to know what your audience currently believes about their situation. So we talked about that a little bit in the last episode. And number two, you need to help them see a new perspective and create new beliefs that get them ready to buy from you. Creating these new beliefs, this is so important. And that's why you need to know what they currently believe, what they currently are afraid of, what they currently see as failures on their part, what they've, stories that they've heard from other people. You need to know what those beliefs are so that you can replace them with a new belief that gets them ready to buy from you. Because a lot of times people's beliefs are based on things that they've experienced, but they haven't experienced you, right? They haven't experienced your approach or your engagement. And so you need to identify what those beliefs are so that you can create new beliefs that get them buying in, nodding yes, saying, oh my gosh, I need this, and I need to work with you, I need to buy your course, whatever it is, because it sounds like you can get me what I want. And you also need to know what your goal is and simply focus on creating those new beliefs. So if your goal is to get them on the phone with you, to talk one-on-one, if your goal is to get them to a webinar, whatever that is. If you've ever worried or wondered about what to put in your email series, in your marketing funnel, whatever, what to create for blog posts, podcasts, videos, however you get the word out there. If you've ever worried about what you should talk about on social media or what you should create for a lead magnet, it really comes down to these two things. Number one, what does your audience currently believe about their situation, about the problem that they have? And number two, what stories, examples, insights, and ahas can you serve up to them in your marketing funnel to help them see that you and your approach and your results are exactly what they've been looking for? And that's how you create those new beliefs. So I've got a question for you. Isn't it time for you to sit down and create your first profitable marketing funnel to attract leads, to nurture those leads into fans and convert them into sales automatically? If so, I want to invite you to jump on over to today's show notes. And you can find those at themarketingfunnelshow.com/46. Because even if you think that you're not good at marketing, you are good at solving problems. You are good at getting results, and you just need the framework to help your audience see that you're exactly what they're looking for. And I will tell you, it is business changing to create a funnel like this. I went from, like I said, with that Brazen Careerist article, from having thousands of people join my email list and then basically ignoring me, to attracting people, engaging them, and literally having people get on the phone with me and say, Michelle, I got to figure out how to work with you. I need you. without me even really saying anything. And I didn't become a different person. I just put a system in place to help create those new beliefs in their minds. And so I really want to invite you to start exploring this for yourself, because it can really and truly be business changing. So if you're ready to get serious about creating a consistent flow of leads and sales in your business, if you're ready to, stop worrying about how am I going to sell my thing, jump on over to today's show notes and take the marketing funnel quiz. With just a few simple questions, you'll discover your perfect marketing funnel for your business and your goals. And then I'll even give you free training on how to get that funnel up and running fast. All right, I hope that this helped inspire some ideas for you. And I hope that you have an amazing week. And I'll see you back here next week for part 4 in this 4-part series. And we're going to talk about mini offers. And you guys, this is life and business changing. I am not even joking. I'm going to go into all sorts of depth in it. And I will see you same time, same place on another great episode of The Marketing Funnel Show. See you then.